Shalom. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Pray everyone is having a blessed day. We're about to get into this new video where we talk about the knowledge of self. It's about a 16, 17 minute video. So if you got time, just pull up a seat, just listen. I'm going to be yapping, but I hope you get my thoughts as I was just processing my own personal thoughts. Shalom. How's everyone? All praises due unto the Most High. It is bright out here. It is super bright. I tried to set my camera, the light in so many different ways. Hopefully it looks different when it comes to the color grading that I'm gonna do. But if you don't get a chance to see the original footage of this video, the lighting is crazy. Like, you could tell by the palm of my hand how the sunlight is literally beaming, which is good because I get to sunbathe out here. I get to sun gaze, all of that. So it's good. I get to look at the bright sun, let it just hit my nice melanin. I'll be able to take it all in. It's good. But and the reason why I got this hoodie on, even though the sun is shining, is because the mosquitoes, so many different bugs, I could barely keep them out of my face. But anyway, I was gonna go on TikTok, but I don't know. I feel like YouTube, just doing a quick vlog here on YouTube is sufficient enough, you know, even though it's going to take forever for me to literally edit and load this video. There's no telling how long this may take, but anyway, we just doing a quick vlog. Let me see if I can turn this down a little bit. There we go. It's a quick vlog, just walking and talking with you guys. Nothing too major. If you saw my last video, I talked about support and how important it is for us to support those who we say we love, to support those, you know, who have a powerful vision. It's important that we support them, that we support those who are seeking to do better in life, simply because, you know, this is the power and the influence that we have in this life, that we can literally help change the trajectory in someone's life just by the support, the love, the mercy, the kindness that we show. You know, we're able to really change the dynamics of a person's life. It's a powerful thing. Whether people believe it or not, it's very powerful. Let me see if I can turn this down some. I don't know what's going on. It's very bright. But you know, we get to change people's lives just by the love that we show, the mercy that we show, the kindness that we show. I don't think people really take those things into consideration. You know, now it's too dark. I tell you, this lighting is crazy right now. I think I chose the bad time to do this video, but at the same time, it was the right time. We're just going to deal with this in post. So ignore all of this. Ignore the constant back and forth with the lighting. But I will say, you know, in this past season, it's been a learning experience for me, dealing with, you know, people, learning more about myself in relation to people. I think one of the most greatest revelations that we could ever come into, and if you read any of my books, I talk about this a lot, but it's the knowledge. Number one, the knowledge of the Most High power, yes. But through that knowledge, it's the knowledge of self. having a knowledge of self is very important, because in you having the knowledge of self, you're also able to obtain a knowledge of other people, right? You're able to obtain a knowledge of other people. You get to understand people from a different perspective than you would if you didn't have knowledge of self. And this is why the scripture tells us, to love our neighbor as thyself. The reason why most people don't know how to fulfill that command, which is a powerful commandment, the reason why most people don't know how to fulfill that is for a number of reasons, but I'm trying to adjust there we go. The reason why it's hard for them to really fulfill that commandment is because a lot of people don't have a knowledge of self. They don't know what they desire. They don't know what they would want someone else to do to them. And it seems as though this is why they do things that are treacherous, and they do things that would, produce bad, some would say bad karmic energy. Some would say, as the scripture says, you reap what you sow. The reason why they sow bad seeds is because they don't know themselves, right? Because if they knew themselves, and they would know that they wouldn't want someone to do to them what they do to other people. But because they don't have knowledge of self, they only have a knowledge of their lower self, right? And the lower self is about self-gratification. It's about doing what pleases self and self alone. That's it. Only doing what pleases self. And when you operate with that type of mindset, it's impossible for you to then take on the thought of what would be best when it comes to my neighbor, when it comes to my brethren, when it comes to my sister, right? Because all you can think about is self. All you know is what your lower passions desire, not your higher self, but your lower self. Those things that are unlawful, those things that crave unlawful things. Your higher self, the scripture says that the spirit wills to do that which is pleasing unto the Most High. And that's indeed me talking to a people who, number one, are in faith, that's in truth, and also just dealing with the general population as a whole, those who, are seeking to come into truth and to become a better them, under, of course, the headship and the rulership of the Almighty Power. So of course this content wouldn't be for everyone, because not everyone seeks to live, in that type of way. But to those who are seeking to live in a way that's pleased unto the Most High Power, this is definitely for you. So that would be those who are tapped into their Hebrew lineage, Israelites, those who call themselves Christians, those who, they don't subscribe to no religion at all, but they do seek to please the Most High in the applying of His law, statutes, and commandments, right? This is for you. And I say that because, as much as I do cling to my Hebraic lineage, which by faith I do believe that's, what it is. As much as I read the scriptures, as much as I take a look into my own personal life, the more that I see how things transpire, I can only relate it to the biblical ancestors that I read of, right? And it causes me to have the consciousness and the understanding or the awareness that I indeed come from this stock, from this lineage. When I read about the other nations and I see how the other nations operate and their mindset and how they view the Most High and things of that nature, I don't fit. There's no part of me that actually fits that. But when it comes to those who we know to be the Israelites, and how the Most High deals with them, and the things that they had to endure, the things that they suffered, whether because of their own transgressions or because it was something that they had to go through to be proven by the Most High, I can identify with that, you know. And so, although I can identify with that, I still don't adhere to any type of denominational or religious bondage. So I'm with those who have that type of mindset. But let me go back to what I was saying. Like I said, this is just a vlog. This is me just vlogging. So I'm gonna be talking. Just enjoy the ride with me. How many minutes has it been? I don't even know. Just enjoy the ride with me. Take this stroll with me. I'm in this field, as you can see, right? I'm just taking a walk, vlogging on this sunny day. People who don't have a knowledge of self, they can treat you any old type of way because they don't have a knowledge of self. They don't have a revelation of who they are. So they can treat you any old type of way. They can talk to you any old type of way. They can do whatever they want to do to you, not because you permit it. There's a difference between you permitting it and them doing it because that's just who they are. They do that because of who they are, not because you permit it, right? Because no one would allow themselves to be disrespected, but disrespect comes your way because that's just how people function in life. They don't care about you because there's a part of them that only cares about themselves, and also because there's a part of them that really does not care about themselves. Right? To care about another individual is to prove that you care about yourself. To prove that you don't care or that you only care about yourself is in how you totally don't regard the life of another individual. It works both ways. And this is why it's so hard for so many people to fulfill that law, because they don't have a knowledge of self. They're not aware of who they are inwardly, right? Or they don't have a proper understanding of who they are, or they have and when I say they don't have a proper understanding, is because they have an exaggerated understanding of who they are, or they have not tapped into the higher self, which is created in the image in the likeness of Abaya, Yahaya. Some say Yahweh, some say Yahuwah. You know, but it's important that we get an understanding of the knowledge of self through the knowledge of the Most High Power, Yahaya, Allahaya. It's important that we get that understanding, because without getting that understanding, we're going to be lost and we think we could just treat people any old type of way, and that's not cool. I think I'm done with this video. Because I think I said enough. I really didn't have much to say, but I just wanted to jump on here to make that known, because I'm processing my thoughts right now. I got a lot on my mind. I'm encountering a lot. You know, I'm not going to go too much into anything, but I'm encountering a lot. I'm seeing a lot. I process a lot. And I'm witnessing a lot, time and time again. You know, after a while, you start to see things for what they are. You see people for who they are. All these different things, because when you begin to progress in knowledge, when you progress in awareness, when you progress in truth, when you progress in identity, and you begin to shun those things that are contrary to all of the knowledge and the understanding that you're coming into, that knowledge, that truth, that awareness, that identity, right? Your purpose, your destiny has a way of revealing to you everything that's contrary to it, to the said, right? And so there's a lot to process. It's a lot to process. It's a lot to process when it's happening in the midst of other things happening. So you have to constantly take in, and as you're taking in, you're processing and you're taking in. And while you're going through that, you're still encountering many other different obstacles. You're still encountering other different circumstances, and you're enduring. And as you're enduring, you're still processing, right? And you're still encountering. It's the process of life. And because you've been held to a different standard, you can't just do things any old type of way. There's a certain standard. There's a code of ethics. There's a code by which you are living by. There's a standard by which you have been held to, and there's a ruling that governs your life. That's why I wrote this book. The very first book that I wrote, I'm woke now. What the process of a transformed life, and also dealing with let this mind and come out from amongst them, enduring temptation until the end. And then the next set of books that I'm in the process of writing, all of these books come from my personal life. They don't come from me just trying to sound good. It doesn't come by me just trying to write a book. It comes through my personal life, personal experiences. And then I go back to scriptures to precept those things, because these are the same things that we find in the scriptures, which shows that nothing that we go through in this life is uncommon. It's all common. We just got to know where we fit in the script. We just got to know where we fit in the script. I'm trying to see what time it is. Let's see. 16 minutes. Had to put my mic back in. 16 minutes. I'm not trying to make this another 20-minute video. I might not even put no introductions or nothing. I might just keep this as plain and simple, just a regular vlogging video. I might not do all of the glitz and the glams. Who knows? We'll see. If I do, it's not going to be like my last few videos. I appreciate y'all rocking with me for this long. 16 minutes? Wow. But I'm about to get off. I just wanted to have a quick conversation while I was out here walking. I'm actually going to finish my walk. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Shalom.